Well, sheesh. They dropped me off again. At a random place. Who knows where I am now? And all my brave knights of the round table, and welcome to Garry's Mod. And in this, you're not going to believe this, but you read the title right. This is Voices of the Void, a remaster. And Garry's Mod, and we're going to be doing this in VR. If you guys know the reason why I've been doing these exploration videos, and the reason why I started in the first place, is because of the man, the myth, the legend, the librarian. This video is made in honor of him, because he's been playing to death at this point, Voices of the Void, and I think he'd be tickled to find that somebody remastered Voices of the Void in VR. Well, in Garry's Mod, but we're playing it in VR. I'm sure he'd be tickled. Now, it's not likely going to be everything like Voices of the Void. It's an RP map. In other words, it's for roleplay. But we're going to have a look and see how close it is to the actual Voices of the Void. So first we have it all boarded up. So we're going to need something to do something about that. So alright, we're finally in. Hey guys. Good to see you, good to see you. Anyway. Ah, yes. Yep, this looks familiar. This is where the drone would fly in right here, pick up stuff, fly out. Librarian would open this door. Yep. He would put a mannequin right here to freak him out. Because it's funny. But yeah, you would press this, drone flies in, build stuff on this desk here. Pretty cool. Ah. In here would be the computer and everything else that would start you off in this game. It's not here right now because, again, this is a roleplay map. And a lot of the trash isn't here as well. And neither is the door that's supposed to be right here. There's supposed to be a door right here that leads to a server room. That's missing as well. And also the glass, we would be all dirty. I don't know if it's actually this low on the ground. It might be a little bit higher, but this will do for now. And then we have the showers in the middle of this place, which is kind of weird and awkward. But I think this is a reference to that square pool. And then we have the vent with the cat waifus that like to wander around. And yes, I know about that. Okay, so generators are in here, in this room. They're supposed to be over there, but they're here. That was my nose I almost lost. Oh, that's a lot of green lights. So you would come to this thing, and you would basically check on how these things are doing. You would reset them, because sometimes they would screw up. Sometimes you'd find other stuff back here. I don't know if there's anything in these vents, but yeah. Let's see what else. Oh! I hate you. I hate your existence. But it wouldn't be a Voices of the Void map without something to jump me. Ugh. Because of course, something would. Right. This is not a storage room. Go up here. If you think you're gonna get me a second time, game, think again. You got me once, that's good enough for me. Idiot. Yep, it looks like you could go down there. It wouldn't be a Voices of the Void exploration without one or two mannequin jump scares. Okay, this all looks familiar. There's the microwave. Again, if you haven't seen the librarian play Voices of the Void, you should, absolutely. There's the toilet that you would use. All the wrappers, a shower. Then again, I think we're missing our bed. Why does that look like it should be a ladder there? There's stuff placed in places where it's not supposed to be technically. But as far as a remastered map goes so far, this is pretty... Yeah, see. It goes up there. So Voices of the Void is a game where essentially things are not what they seem. Like, yes, you could play the entire Voices of the Void game just looking for aliens, and you wouldn't be faulted by doing that at all. Yet, that's not all that the game has, because if you look outside the box, outside of what you're supposed to do, you'll find an entire world of anomalies and terrifying events. Like I mentioned, cat waifus and events, that's a thing. That bunker there leads down somewhere, that's a thing. There is a log cabin out there somewhere with a skull in it, that's a thing. All of these towers you actually will end up going into to restart them, because that's a thing until you make them more efficient. You explore this entire place and you never can get tired of it, because there's always something you'll miss. Because if there's one thing I know when watching Librarian play through Voices of the Void, there was always a comment of someone saying, "Oh, by the way, you should try this, or try that, or do this, or do that." The list was endless. Endless. Yeah, it wouldn't be a Voices of the Void game without that mannequin jump scare. That really got me good. Ooh, ooh. Let's see what's up here. There's nothing in here. Okay. So, we could explore the, fence. That's what I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, in here, where there's supposed to be a car, a vehicle. You drive it out, you go places with it, yada yada yada, but there isn't one, unfortunately. Hello, friends. Also, these guys do follow you around. They do. They're meant to keep you on your toes. They're meant to cause paranoia. They're meant to scare you. There are different ways you can get rid of them. You can either throw them in the sawmill, you can set them on fire, which will make them move. They do start moving, and they do start attacking you if you injure them at any point whatsoever. These are not the real ones, though. These guys have been in agreement with me that they'll just chill. We had a long talk. Didn't mention anything about scaring me half to death, but, you know, that wasn't in the contract. So, with that said, let's explore some more. There's a lot to see here. Now here, we can't go in. But down here is a bunker, and I don't know if we'll be able to go in there, but if not, we can always no-clip through and have a look. We don't have the car to drive around, so we'll just walk. We could use the exercise. Yeah, I figured this would be cool to look at because... But yeah, the Voices of the Void is such a fascinating thing. Between that and... What was the other one called? There was another one. There was Voices of the Void, and then there was another game that involved, I cannot remember the name of it at this point. But I would know it when I see it. What's that? Oh, it's just a log. Okay. Yeah, you would come over here to these guys. These guys are your radio towers. Oh, sorry, not radio towers, but they're your towers that you point things at and you direct things to. Come on, let me up. Thank you. Hello? Me in? Okay, good. So, in here, you would press button, you would do some math, you would reset the thing and do it, and make it do its thing. Yeah, thank you. And then you would run about and do your own thing. Now, sometimes, when you would come up here, let me there, thank you, when you would come up here, and open that door, there'd be not the mannequins behind the door, but these alien mannequin things behind the door. And they meant, like, again, everything that happens in this game in a way, is to make you paranoid, to make you look over your shoulder, to make you think twice. And that's the loveliness of this game. It's a creepy and as librarian likes to say, creepy and comfy feeling that this game gives you, where there's a right amount of comfort, but there's also the right amount of creepiness to keep you on your toes. Where you're always guessing what's going to happen next. Now, a librarian, I think, has played the updated version of this, so these towers, I think, are different now. I think there are different towers now. Yep. See, go in there, do the same thing. But you can go even further up in the newer version. They've beefed up a lot of the graphics of stuff and all of that fun stuff, and likely have added more to it. I watched the season 2 thing, but I haven't really paid much attention to his stuff when it comes down to it, because I've been doing my own thing. But I know he's been busy with that. At each of these towers, you are directing and pointing at things and trying to get communication with things. Now, you could do absolutely nothing, like I said, and just do nothing but these satellites, and things will still happen. Like, for example, if you find certain signals, they actually will come to you. Whoa! Oh. They will actually come to you. And it gets really spooky. Ah, here we are. This is where we start, right here. And we have our little suitcase with all the stuff and everything else. This is where they drop you off, and then you have to find your way to the facility from here. It's like you get dropped right here. And then you have to find your way. I actually looked for this thing when I first spawned in, but you don't spawn here when you spawn in. You spawn in a box of some sort, some see-through box, some box thing. Really terrifying. So it doesn't look like they have everything. This feels more like one of the older generation null maps, because there is a lot more in the newer map. That's okay. It's a remaster. But yeah, if you want to, you should totally watch Librarian play through Voices of the Void. He does a great job. And he's one of the reasons I decided to do these exploration videos. Because I felt I could also do my own type, where I'm just running around babbling in your ear while making my own observations. Or sometimes just being too flabbergasted to say much of anything, which has happened. Sometimes I just lose myself in it all. You could also no-clip through the floor. That's the other thing you could do. By accident. Let's look around some more here. We have our power generator. I don't know if that's part of the game. That's here. Let's just wander off into the woods, shall we? We have our trusty crowbar. We'll be fine. We'll smack anything that comes our way. Hello, what's this? It's a weird looking bridge. So yeah, there is a cabin somewhere. I don't know if it's in this map. But my favorite thing that I loved seeing was that cabin. That cabin was so freaking cool. The other thing that seems to be missing is that crashed thing. There's this crashed piece of something in the ground, like a satellite. That's cool too. There's a lot of cool stuff. Yeah. You go up there, you start at the thing, and you keep going. Like, you have to wonder. You have to wonder very hard how they're able to keep this place a secret. Then again, you probably don't. They probably tell people about it, but there's such an air of mystery around it that people tend to stay away. Hell, what's this over here? What's this? Oh, is this what I think it is? Oh, come on, don't do that. Yeah. Okay, so this one is pretty cool. So, in here, I think this is that one. There's supposed to be blood, or a pile of blood back there with a hole in the wall. That's nice that this is here. I don't know if the little cabin is here, but I will look around. I also will check the bunker, like I've said, because the bunker is pretty cool too. Ah! It's a Stonehenge. Yeah. This is really cool, by the way. Like, there are all kinds of crazy things that this has. It's like they just dropped. Yeah, but if you somehow manage to get in here, like, there'd be a notepad in the middle of the Stonehenge, there'd be food all around. An event supposedly happens here as well. Yeah, there's a notepad and stuff right here in the middle. And an event even happens here if you do certain things. And I don't remember what that is, but yeah. It's pretty cool. That's, like, Voices of the Void does all kinds of cool stuff. Makes you want to come back and keep going. But yeah. I don't know if the cabin is in this render of the level, but if it is, and I just haven't found it yet, that's understandable. The point of Voices of the Void is to wander about until you just randomly stumble upon things. Which is fine. That's the appeal of Voices of the Void, is you're exploring until you stumble upon things. Like a random cave in the middle of rocks. And in that cave is this thing that you only can see at certain times. And when it comes out, well, it comes out. I'm not going to go over the events that happen in this game, because I'm wanting you to go and look for yourselves at the game. The game does require a level of patience and perseverance. You're not going to find every event at once, and you oftentimes have to do a bit of tomfoolery to get the events anyway. I think by the edge of the world here. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't have everything, but it has enough to get you curious. In the water as well, there are little secrets too. You also can leave offerings to the cat aliens. I think they're called, or as Librarian calls them, the cat waifus. And if they like, and I don't remember what the offering is that you have to offer them, but if they like it, they'll actually start bringing you things. You never see it, but they do start bringing things and leaving little cute little notes that kind of make you get a little excited because it's so adorable. The other thing that you can also do is you can find out what one of your people you work for likes, and you can send them that thing, and then they start having a different kind of correspondence with you. I could have sworn I heard something. So yeah, let's see if we can get in here. Well, the answer is there's nothing in there. It's not even a bunker, it's just a space. Which is sad because it would have been cool. Yeah, this feels like a very, 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 very early version of Voices of the Void. Because the one I know, there's a bunker that leads to all kinds of crazy stuff. And all kinds of other things. But yeah, for a remaster, it's not bad. It's not half bad. Like, if you want to explore Voices of Void for yourself, I'll leave a link to the actual game where you can go and you can look around yourself. And as for me, I think that's all. There's a lot you could do here, a lot you can find out if you know where to look. But this is more an RP map, where I'm pretty sure they are going to be role-playing, doing kinds of crazy stuff here. And for an RP map remaster of one of the, I guess, older versions of Voices of the Void, it's not half bad. It does need a bit more, though. So, with that said, leave a like and subscribe because there's room for more. And see you on the next video. Also, we have a Patreon. You should go and check it out. There will be new content being uploaded to it soon. I'm just compiling content to upload to it. But until then, see you guys.